It's time now to get a check on the forecast. Our weather specialist, Kaylee Bedore, has all those details for us. Kaylee.
Well, we've had a little bit of a mix out there today, so some wet snow, some showers. Now that's tapered off, so overnight tonight, cloudy with some clear breaks. Good news for seeing potentially the northern lights in parts of eastern Ontario, so keep a close eye on that. Head outside if you do catch a glimpse. They are active once again this evening across the country, so something to keep in mind. We do have cloud cover in place, but it's looking like a little bit of clearing takes place across eastern Ontario tonight, so something to watch out for into tomorrow morning. We'll stay on the plus side, and then temperatures back up to around seasonal, about 6 degrees in the afternoon. A little bit of that northwest wind. Cloud cover lingers for Kingston throughout the afternoon. 5 degrees was that high temperature today, 4 degrees toward the Peterborough region, and then hovering around low single-digit territory for Ottawa. Tomorrow, similar temperature setup at 6. Friday, 5, 6 for Saturday, and that's when our next system arrives. Later Saturday into Sunday, we're eyeing this to come at least to start as wet weather, so we'll keep an eye on precipitation type as that next one comes through the region. But for now, a little bit of a break from some of that rain and wet snow. That's a first look at your weather.
First Weather is brought to you by Aubin Windows and Doors. For premium products, award-winning service, and professional installations, visit aubin.com.
Time now for a full look at the forecast. A little bit of a messy mix out there across the viewing region today. Now, though, we're starting to see that clear out, at least when it comes to precipitation, though some cloud cover is hanging on. Once again this evening, we are seeing that geomagnetic storm, so the northern lights are visible across the country at farther south, essentially, than what we would typically see. And of course, we saw that last night, and they were popping up in eastern Ontario, along with some clear breaks. Now for tonight, we do have some cloud cover in place, but still potential that we get some clearing. So watching for that out there this evening once again. If we get lucky, we'll see more clear conditions across the viewing region. It does look overcast at times, so just keep that in mind. 3 degrees in Ottawa today, 8 in Toronto. Kingston was somewhere in between, but we're starting to see those temperatures climb back toward that seasonal point after a very cold start to the work week. Some of that cooler air shifting still into portions of Quebec, but we have a little bit of a break. But there's that system that we were dealing with this morning. So it did bring some wet snow and rain, eventually that transitioning over to wet weather, but certainly a dreary day across the viewing region. Here are our clear breaks popping up. So there is still potential that you could catch the northern lights. Head outside, see if you're in the clear for this evening. Farther west, we do have more cloud cover in place for the Peterborough region. We're seeing a lake effect setup coming in, bringing some rain and wet snow there. It does stick just to the west of Kingston. However, Prince Edward County getting in on some of that precipitation tonight, so watching for that through that stretch. As we take a look at winds, also quite gusty. Areas along the lakeshore have been experiencing that today. Tomorrow, winds will pick back up through the afternoon at times. 2 degrees in Kingston for the overnight, staying on the plus side there, but around the freezing point for Brockville, Cornwall as well, Smiths Falls, -1. And then for the day tomorrow, we're back up to about 6 degrees, mainly cloudy skies. There you can see some of that wet weather farther to the west, at least to start the day. And Belleville could get in on a little bit of mixed precipitation before eventually we switch over to showers through the afternoon. I do think they'll stay west of Kingston, though. Again, courtesy of some of that lake effect rain coming in off of Georgian Bay. For the next 3 days, seasonal conditions. On Saturday, our next system does arrive, and by Monday into early next week, we're ushering in another round of cooler air. We do have some sunshine in place, so high pressure plays a role, but temperatures are going to be slightly cooler through the afternoons. That's a full look at your weather.